I'd say defense won, but you know that would be probably a little on the defense side, one-sided, since I'm on defense.
How'd you evaluate your performance from the scrimmage? What did you like? What did you see from the edge room?
From the edge room, I seen people getting off the ball. Pass rushing was good. We were setting the edges, but we also have some things to work on too, like just doing our job, just knowing the plays, just fatigue, little stuff like that.
Was there anybody who made a good play or a special play out there?
Sincere, definitely. Sincere, Shoot, Jamal, Isaiah, Najalik. So a lot of the guys made good plays today.
How would you evaluate the team overall? Does it look like things are starting to come together?
Yes. I believe that things are starting to come together now, and like just it takes time too as well. Like we're all new guys. Like most of us are new, but I've been here for a few years. But like just getting to know people, getting to know like how they grew up, where they're from, stuff like that.
Also was mentioning Sincere's motor a couple minutes ago. What kind of stands out to you about the way he plays and the way he attacks every down on the field?
Oh yeah, he's aggressive. He attacks it aggressively, and he brings like a lot of that juice that we need for sure. Like when he does something good, he gets hype, and it brings the team together, and it gets us all hype.
How does having the experience you guys have in the edge room? You have a lot of guys coming back, a lot of guys who played a lot of football. How does that help you guys maybe going out there? Dawson talked a little bit about like he doesn't have to just playing football one on one to you guys. You guys can bring it to the next level.
Exactly. Like we get to play faster. So like if you know the plays, if you know what the offense is doing, basically from like just reading their pre snap, you just get to play faster and stuff like that. And so just going through the years of like developing your football IQ and like it growing stronger, it's definitely helped.
Coach Dawson said he wants you guys to be more proactive and not reactive as well. He's evaluating you guys on effort. What have you seen about his coaching style and the way he's working with you guys?
He doesn't want us loafing at all. Like he said, I kind of overheard him. Like he said, like just a change of speed, stuff like that. Like we need to always be hunting for the ball. We just don't need to run after it because you never know. It could be a fumble that you can get. Just run into the ball, stuff like that.
You play for multiple defensive coordinators here at UCF. So what is it about Coach Grinch? Now that you've been in it, a couple weeks now, what stands out about playing in his defense? How is it different?
I feel like it's different because like he always has a motor. Like when we come in the room, it's something on the board, like how we gonna attack the day, stuff like that. So I feel like that definitely helps because it sets like a culture for the defense.
Well, you're talking about learning about Coach Grinch and the defensive coaches. What do you think they're learning about you in this process? Because y'all are learning each other, right?
Right. So I feel like they're learning that we're hard workers. Like we get to attack, we attack. Sometimes like we just need to work on our stamina too. Sometimes, but that comes over time. But I feel like they just see us like we're workers, we're hard workers, we attack. It's just like the stuff on the side that we need to work on, some of the little things.
Well, and you mentioned the stamina and conditioning and stuff. We were talking about Dawson making comments about having a hard worker. How much is having that in the back burner kind of make you push to get that stamina?
Even more, like you got to already have it in you kind of a little bit if you want to like make it, but like just having him in your ear definitely helps because it'll make you push harder, stuff like that.
How much was the highlight of the scrimmage today? Well, who had the best play on defense? I guess you're a defensive guy. So who was the star of the day on defense?
Sure, I'd say Sincere. He had two good plays that got the defense off the field real fast. I'll say that.
Was it like a rush in the quarterback?
Yeah.
Or what did he do?
I believe it was like a rush in the quarterback, and I didn't really get to see the other play, but he had told me about it. So yeah.
How aggressive do you think you guys can be? I mean, I know you're only 2 weeks into spring ball, but based on what happened last year, I mean, do you guys feel like this is a group that can really kind of stand out and help propel the defense this year?
Definitely, like that's our goal. Like we're not going aiming at nothing less than that. Like we want to be aggressive. We want to lead the Big 12 in sacks and stuff like that. So just working on that, working on our pass rush, setting the edge, stuff like that.
How's the chemistry been for you guys?
It's been good. Like you said, people coming back from last year. So like our ends room, we added like just Sincere, I believe. So like just coming back to all the people that I've been around for another year is just good.
Like the overall vibe, like just obviously different coaches right now. Coach Frost is your leader, Coach Grinch on defense. Just kind of what's the vibe amongst the team, learning these new coaches?
It's a good vibe. I like the vibe. It's a great atmosphere to be around. It's kind of like they're just listening. They're like taking whatever we have to say and then they're applying it, seeing how we can get better as well and see how they can get better as coaches.
Talk about the excitement for you guys as these practices and scrimmages start to rev up a little bit towards the final stretch of spring. Talk about the excitement on the field.
Shoot. The excitement on the field, like just making a play, that always excites you. And I mean, it's self-explanatory, kind of like just being excited for your brothers. Like when they make a play, you get excited for them. So it can just show like the bonding, the team sportsmanship, stuff like that.
You guys hungry for this scrimmage to finally go against the offense in an organized setting?
Yeah, definitely. Like, kind of like with the D line, we do the same thing. Like, because even without our pads, we're still striking. We still got to strike. So it's kind of the same for us. But I feel like the DBs and the running backs were a little more into it too.
Well, Malachi, we mentioned that we could talk about being hungry, but from where I sat, I've been up when I was in practice in my day. It wasn't real until people started jawing. Has there been a little trash talk between the group at this point yet? You guys comfortable to get there?
A little bit. You know, it's always going to be trash talk between the O-line, D-line, because we always hitting each other. So, like, just the trash talk, but, like, we got to, like, control the trash talk, too.
Sure.
But it's definitely good to trash talk, but you just got to know when to do it and when to stop.
But you've gotten that level of confidence in practice to where that started to happen.
Exactly, yeah, that's good.
Speaking of the O-line, there's a lot of new faces. Who's been giving you like the most challenges?
I haven't really went up against the O-line this spring, but I feel like it's Paul probably, most likely. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate you.